Welcome back once again to Wudang Way and the tutorial mini-series, this week going over horse stance mabu. First two videos we've already gone over your intro and we've gone over the basic structure, so now we're going to get into movements. For this movement we're going over today, this is really something that we teach all the beginners that come to our school. You should be spending some time in the beginning stages to go over this posture and to do this drill. So now we're going to get into the actual movement, the drill that we're going to do to practice the horse stance position. And doing this, we're going to start with a little bit of an opening sequence. For the opening sequence, feet straight together, kind of evenly balanced, and we're going to step our left leg out, okay? So with this movement, what we want to do is we want to sink down and cross the hands, lifting the left foot up off the ground slightly. Then we step out, heel to toe, like we talked about before, and then hopefully you're getting used to that distance. You've got a pretty wide stance, as wide as you can make it without caving your knees in once again. And then we're going to twist the hands, cross into fists, and pull back. Kind of open chest, more than normal anyway, and hands on the waist. You want to have the spacing be on the top of the hip bone, so don't go too low to where you're actually resting on the leg. You want to keep it a little bit high, almost to where you're opening the chest, but not too much. From here, the reason we want this mabu to be so low, and why the low posture comes into effect now, is we want to be able to have the stance from the hips down be solid, so we can free up the waist, the flexibility of the waist. So when we actually have these punching drills that we're going to go through, you're actually going to be able to twist the body freely without shaking the lower body. So we don't want this to move. We want here up to be able to be free, and here down to be solid and stable, and strengthening and conditioning. So we have our hands on our home base, and what we want to do is take one hand, the right hand first, and punch straight out. Keeping the shoulder relaxed, the hand not going higher than the shoulder. Don't punch up, and don't bring the hand up and punch straight. Just naturally punch out with the shoulder loaded down. Then we're going to twist and come back, and doing the same thing on both sides. And you'll notice how you can kind of free the waist and twist slightly into it. So the left shoulder's a little back, right shoulder's a little forward as you punch. And you've got a couple movements. We can do a couple. When we do equal amounts, we can cross and lift up simply. Do a closing breath and feet back together. So now we've gone over the structure and how to do it. So to go through everything all together as like a sequence that we would train, we're just going to do it as this. Ready, feet together, and then sink down, cross hands, step out, twist, come back. Now you're in your ready position, right in a solid mabu, and we can start with punch drills. So we have 1, 2, 3, always twisting the body a little bit and kind of snapping forward into a punch. You can introduce the breathing. And when you do a certain amount, you just cross and then simply bring the left leg, the same leg back up. Do an inhale, relax, exhale, and stand softly. From here, you can relax, move around, you can work on other exercises, or keep improving this horse stance. My recommendation to train this from a basic level and to improve is to set yourself a number. This will keep you concentrated on the movement, keep you focused on how many you're doing, and also give you a pace so you don't move too quickly. In the beginning, you can start with a low number, maybe work towards 40 punches or 50 punches. Have a close, do that as a single set. Then you can move forward, repeat a few sets, do other exercises, or you can increase the number of repetitions within one set. And that's going to be basically how we do it in Wudang with our beginning, your first week of training. This is how you're going to go through to really dig into the horse stance and understand what that feels like to be in a low posture for a longer period of time. Because like I said, this is our base, this is our home spot. You will learn to love the horse stance or hate it. So then you keep growing, keep improving with that. In the next couple of videos, we're going to go over some different variations, some different ways you can move through the horse stance, and then that'll build into our actual basic training where you'll be free to kind of move around and introduce you to some movements from the form. Okay, so we'll see you next time and keep practicing. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit subscribe, check out all the information underneath. There you can navigate to the Ways of Wudang Patreon account. And by becoming a Patreon, you can get access to all the main channel resources around martial arts, Taoist philosophy, even Chinese music, and group classes, live streams, one-on-one courses, and a bunch of other stuff as well. So I hope you'll go check that out, and I hope to see you there. Once more, thank you for all your support. We'll see you in the next video.